This is Apple Valley News Now Prime Time. On your side.
We continue to track breaking news. Pasco police and the SWAT team have responded to what officers call a critical incident in the area of Road 32 and Opal Street. We're told they wanted to arrest a man for a felony crime, but police did not elaborate. They're asking everyone to avoid the area, and police have shut down several blocks of Road 32. This situation has been going on for hours now. We'll update you when we learn more from police. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. Continuing coverage tonight on bullying concerns at the West Valley School District, including a 13-year-old boy receiving death threats and being told to kill himself. Some parents say they've reported the bullying to the principal, only to find out later that they'd only taken the first step, an informal complaint. Tonight, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell shares Superintendent Peter Finch's explanation about the difference between an informal and a formal complaint, and how to make one, and one parent's experience of trying to navigate that process.
According to the superintendent, how it's supposed to work is that when a principal receives a report of bullying, either verbally or in writing, they're supposed to document it, follow up on it, and resolve it if at all possible. If not, then parents need to file a formal complaint with the district. The superintendent told me last week that out of a district with 5,000 kids, they only received 13 formal complaints last year, and all have been resolved. He said this year they've had 3 so far. And as far as informal complaints go,
those are documented in our student record system, but I don't have that information for you right now.
In order to file a formal complaint, parents must fill out Form 3207F on the district website and submit it to the principal to forward on to District Compliance Officer Stacy Drake, who handles it from there.
If the family's not satisfied with the results of the informal complaint, then the principal will tell them that there's an opportunity for a formal complaint.
But one mom who spoke out at a school board meeting back in September told me that wasn't her experience when repeated bullying against her 13-year-old son escalated to the point of death threats last year at the West Valley Innovation Center.
My son came home very upset and said that this student told him, "You're so annoying. Go home and get your dad's gun and put it in your mouth." And I was done.
She and her husband went straight to the principal for a meeting.
To us, that was a formal complaint. We were not told that there was a formal complaint form. We were told that it would be handled. We were told by the principal. It was not handled.
She says the bullying continued, and by February,
ultimately, we just lost confidence that things would be followed through with. So we pulled him out. We did at-home learning, and I just had him with me the rest of the school year.
She says he was getting ready to return for this school year when she overheard that same student bullying her son again over Xbox.
"When you come back to school, I'm gonna break both your arms. And if that doesn't work, I will kill you."
At that point, she contacted the district directly and got a hold of District Compliance Officer Stacy Drake.
She said, because nothing has been documented between linking the two, she said essentially, this is the first we're hearing of it on paper. So she said, what we need on file is a restraining order to be able to remove him.
And a formal complaint form.
Once I filled that out, then he was removed from the school.
A letter from the district about the findings of their investigation shows that student had multiple entries in his discipline file about him harassing students. 2 entries were about her son, in which they called the student's harassment of him severe, persistent, and pervasive. When I talked to the superintendent about the district's process for reporting bullying, I specifically brought up this case.
The concern from parents at that school board meeting was that they didn't feel that that process was being followed. Do you believe an error occurred, and if so, where?
So the case at the school board meeting has been resolved, and you could check with the parents on that, and they would tell you it's been resolved.
I told him I already had, and the family said while the formal complaint was eventually resolved, they're still concerned about the process they had to go through to get there. But he wouldn't say any more about specific incidents, citing FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act.
It just really seems like they don't take any of this seriously. It's just like they're brushing it under the rug.
We're continuing to look into the district's anti-bullying efforts, including what they are and how much the district is spending. We'll also be following up with the district on parents' frustrations regarding the bullying reporting process. In the meantime, if you look on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, we do have more information on the bullying reporting process, including that formal complaint form. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Let's talk weather. Stacey Lee joins us now with your first alert weather forecast.
And you guys, it's been wet outside. We're seeing some showers drying up in the Columbia Basin, Yakima area, but still seeing some active rain this evening in Connell and in the Dayton area. And we're going to continue to see more showers overnight. Right now, 55 degrees on our Legends Casino Skycam. Winds are at 11 miles an hour. It's been kind of blustery throughout the day. I've seen lots of falling leaves, but get ready. More rain on the way Tuesday. Here's a little look at that. Most of those showers should be out of the area by midday. Snow well off to the east. Don't see any snow in our area. However, we could see some snow falling in the Blue Mountains, especially in the southern portion near outside of Pendleton. Just be aware of that. Here's the accumulation we're expecting over the next 48 hours. Again, the heaviest showers a little over 1/4 of an inch in Dayton, less than 1/10 of an inch in our area, and about an inch, a little over an inch in Cle Elum. So here's what's coming up. Showers tonight, tomorrow, breezy winds, lots of falling leaves, cooler temperatures later on in the week. And get ready, we've got more showers coming our way next weekend. I'll get to all of that in your first alert full weather forecast. Jill?
Thank you, Stacey. A reminder that tomorrow is Election Day in Washington state. Voters have a lot of issues to decide. Washington is a vote by mail state, so if you haven't already received your ballot, check your mailbox. For your vote to count, drop it into the mail early enough to get postmarked November 7th, or play it safe by dropping it in an official ballot box by 8 tomorrow night. You can find a link to drop box locations on the websites of the Benton, Franklin, and Walla Walla County Auditors websites. Remember to sign your ballot before you return it, and if you're really running behind, you can register to vote and fill out your ballot in person at the county elections office up until closing time on election night. Some Eastern Washington organizations want all former Washington prisoners to cast their ballots this week. Because of a new law that took effect last year, the voting rights of convicted felons have been automatically restored. Former inmate Curtis Robinson says voting rights are a part of the healing process for those who want to reconnect.
When you look at the successful reentry back into society of our justice involved populations, that is one of the critical key foundational components that needs to be there, is that social connection, that social engagement.
Robinson says voter education needs to continue for members of the community with criminal records. Christmas is just 49 days away and holiday travel will soon ramp up. The CDC will expand infectious disease surveillance at 4 U.S. airports. The program will test for 30 different pathogens, including the flu and RSV. The program began in 2021 to track COVID variants. It involves collecting nasal swabs from volunteer travelers and analyzing wastewater from certain flights.
Key to it all is that the traveler really provides us with early critical information that can help us find things before they spread in our communities and helps public health officials determine what prevention and intervention measures will be needed.
According to data from the CDC, the rate of COVID-19 hospitalizations remains steady, while flu season is taking up slightly throughout the country. Well, open enrollment for health insurance is underway right now, the one time per year that everyone can sign up for a new plan or have change the one you have. And Alyssa, this year we're seeing a pretty significant change.
Yeah, this year for the first time in Washington, you can sign up for health insurance through the Health Plan Finder regardless of your immigration status. So what that means is that you don't have to have your social security number, you don't have to have a permanent resident card. I spoke with Leslie Martinez from Tri-Cities Community Health, who says this is something we've needed for many years.
So this is huge. And so we are very excited for this open enrollment. We are already seeing high volumes of calls and, higher foot traffic in our enrollment department, which really makes my heart happy because I know that there was a great need in our community. For those folks that don't have a valid social security, sometimes they don't feel comfortable sharing that. This information is completely confidential and we do not share this. We do have different guidelines and privacy practices in place that does not allow Washington Education Health Plan Finder to share that information with other government databases.
Now, because that information is not shared, it won't have an impact on any other government processes. So if you apply for a change in citizenship or any other benefits later. Now, the health insurance exchanges can be pretty confusing to navigate. There's a lot of numbers. There's a lot of technical speak to wade through. So coming up in the next few minutes on Apple Valley News Now, we'll talk about how to get some help with that process and the top things to keep in mind as you're getting ready to sign up.
Okay, look forward to hearing it. Thank you, Alyssa. Some East Sela residents living near the Yakima Training Center have spent over a year without drinkable tap water in their homes due to so-called forever chemicals in their wells. But the Army is making progress on an interim solution. They're installing point-of-entry treatment systems, or POET systems, that filter and disinfect water entering the home so residents can safely drink water from the tap again. The military is blamed for letting PFAS into the water as part of its operations on the Yakima Training Center. The Army says they've installed 4 POET systems so far and 7 are in the works, but a total of about 72 homes in the area are eligible. That's why they're holding an open house for residents next week.
The Army Corps of Engineers is the Army's designated real estate agent and manages all land agreements between the Army and the homeowners. Representatives from the Corps of Engineers will be on hand to answer any questions and explain how these rights of entry agreements work.
That open house event will be from noon to 4 and 5 to 7 on November 15th at the Sela Civic Center. They'll also be having a second event later this winter. Problems for bank customers. The issue has to do with bank deposits. We have an update next. Plus, millions of students across the country count on drinking milk at lunch. Learn how local school districts are reacting to a milk carton shortage. And we're feeling like fall. Stacey Lee is tracking what's ahead this week. Her first alert forecast is next on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
I want some of that amazing cheese bread.
I want chicken wing. I want pizza and breadsticks, please.
You'll love Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Nob Hill.
With the winter months approaching, it's that time of year to do what we can to provide the best holiday season to the little ones in our valley. From now to the end of the year, Pingree Ford will be collecting new and gently used coats for kids, as well as new unwrapped toys for Tots. We're committed to the children in our community, and we hope you can join us in our mission. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show, an experience you will never forget. Discover Santa's all-new North Pole with holiday getaways starting at only $250.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Is your home in need of a remodel? Then transform your living space with help from Costless Carpet.
Have you heard about Costless Carpet's new Rhino SPC? It's changing the flooring industry. Durable, waterproof, with amazing looks that are blowing our customers away. Rhino SPC has 20 and 30 mil wear layers, making it more durable and easy to install. Costless Carpet stocks over 25 different visuals and has wide planked woods and 12 by 24 tile designs too. To find your nearest store, visit costlesscarpet.com.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
A large Mexicana pizza, please.
Every pizza is made fresh from scratch daily using our family dough and sauce recipe.
You'll love Tony's Bichix Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Now Pale.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And I hope you're having a great night. Enjoyed that football game. Here's our Skywatch radar, kind of give you an overview of what's going on across the Pacific Northwest. Right in the middle, we've got a little bit of a break, but let's zoom in closer to the active rain in our area. Connell, and again, we've had this rain cloud right on top of Dayton, picking up some showers there, but not a lot of precip coming out of this. Now, any snow that we're seeing, again, Cascades, upper elevations way up into Kelowna, Canada, if I could say it, all the way down here past our area. So we'll continue to see those showers come through the region. We could see some snow showers again east of Pendleton, that I-84 corridor in the mountains, but that should pass by quickly. By midday, we'll have clearing skies through the region. Let's take a look at our future cast and time things out. Again, upper elevations could see a little rain mixed with snow even tonight. Those warmer temperatures, though, are aiding now. This is overnight tonight. We see that snow picking up in the Cascades. We'll see those showers spreading through the Columbia Basin tomorrow, overnight around 2 a.m. Hermiston, Tri-Cities seeing those rain showers. And then just in time for the kiddos at the bus stop. I saw lots of kids out at the bus stop this morning. They needed an umbrella, and you'll need one again tomorrow morning. Those rain showers eventually moving out. This is 10 o'clock, but by noon or so, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, nice and clear, cloudy skies. Walla Walla, we'll see those showers stick around a little bit later in the day. Once we get past tomorrow, we're going to see clearing skies, which is good news. Now, you may have noticed the blustery winds today, as I did, and those leaves really coming off the trees. We are going to continue to see those gusty winds through tonight. In fact, those winds are actually going to pick up overnight in the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities early tomorrow morning. So again, blustery conditions, foothills of the Blues, windy through the Columbia Basin, through Toppenish, and then those winds stay pretty gusty and even pick up here on the I-84 corridor in the morning. Now, those gusty winds stay with us throughout the day, so really going to see those leaves falling off. Finally start to see a little bit of a break on Tuesday, but those breezy winds continue, at least in the Tri-Cities and the Dayton area on Wednesday morning, afternoon. By the evening on Wednesday, those winds finally will start to reduce. Temperature-wise, we've been warm. We've been above the average or right about that, but look what happens here. We start dipping down a little bit heading into Thursday, and then we'll stay just a little bit below the average in the Yakima Valley. We've been way above the average in Tri-Cities, very warm. Again, dropping down below the average here coming up, and then we'll be sitting right around average going into the weekend. So temperatures have been on the mild side, just as they are tonight through the Columbia Basin, Yakima and Kittitas Valleys, foothills of the Blues, mostly everybody in the 40s, 37 tonight in Yakima, 36 in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, look for rains decreasing in the afternoon, some breezy to gusty winds falling, leaves all through the area with temperatures in the 50s for most of us, just under 60 in the Tri-Cities. 7-day planning forecast. There you have those slight chance of rain there in Yakima. We have a kind of a mellow couple of days going through Friday. Then we have our next system starting to move in towards the weekend. Tri-Cities, we will see those morning showers clearing up by midday. Slight chance of rain Friday, and again, showers into the weekend. For Walla Walla, those rain showers persisting a little bit later on in the day, clearing out late afternoon, and then we'll see more showers coming through the region. So a couple days of dryness, and then we get back to the wet weekend coming up. So lots more to get to, including your reason to smile. Jill?
A follow-up tonight regarding bank deposit problems we first reported on Friday. Some bank customers still have not received paychecks through direct deposit. That after human error was blamed for the problem with the automated clearinghouse payment system. The ACH handles electronic payments between banks. The clearinghouse system called this a manual error. It said today it's working with banks and the Federal Reserve to resolve the issue as quickly as possible. A spokesman said the problem impacted less than 1% of the daily automated clearinghouse volume in the U.S. It's National Epilepsy Awareness Month. Approximately 3.4 million Americans live with this condition. While most people recognize convulsions as a sign of a seizure, there are less obvious symptoms. More subtle signs include staring into space, a lip-smacking movement, a gesture as if someone is picking at their clothes, unnatural laughter, numbness, or tingling, blinking rapidly or crying out. When someone has a seizure, lay them on their side in a safe space and loosen clothing around their neck.
Do not put anything inside their mouth, especially spoon or your fingers. Patients are never going to swallow their tongue. It is physically impossible to swallow the tongue.
The doctor says to time the seizures and call 911. New data finds a rise for emergency room visits due to gun injuries among children. They essentially doubled between March 2020, the start of the pandemic, and through November 2022. That's according to research published today in the journal Pediatrics. Approximately 2/3 of all gun injuries during the pandemic, about 66%, happened among youth from the most disadvantaged neighborhoods. Lots of factors likely contributed to the increase, including a period of increased gun buying, economic uncertainty, and an increase in mental health concerns among children. The analysis is based on data from 9 urban hospitals that participate in a research registry supported by the federal government. A full-page ad in yesterday's Washington Post placed by various health organizations supports a federal ban on menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars. That ad reads, quote, "The answer is clear. Saving lives starts by ending the sale of menthol cigarettes and all flavored cigars." In October, the FDA sent final rules on a proposed ban to the White House Office of Management and Budget. Public health groups urge the OMB to expedite the review so the final regulations can be issued by the end of the year. It's a problem that's likely impacting your child at school. The issue, a shortage of milk cartons. What local school districts are saying about it next. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And your reason to smile is this beautiful sunset tonight in Walla Walla from our good friend Russell Garver. Thanks for snapping that picture, Russell, and sending it in. If you'd like to have your photo featured, do the same thing. Get outside, snap a photo, send it in to Lee at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Your reason to smile, it's brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental of Pasco.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Spec Buick GMC, we love Black Friday deals, and that's why we're giving them to you all month long. Get your best deal on a new Sierra, a stylish Terrain, or any one of our 100 of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Many new vehicles are marked down with holiday bonus cash deals and have special low interest rates too. With no payments until February, great rates and Black Friday deals every day. Why wait? Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. And during the Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row, you'll find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining groups, bedrooms and kids' beds, and mattresses. Plus, decorating your home just got easier with 4 years, no interest. And to salute our armed forces, all veterans and active duty military get a special in-store offer. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Veterans Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
For the first time, Cage Warriors Northwest MMA comes to Legends Casino Hotel Saturday, November 18th. See Yakima MMA's George Alcala and Richard Foster defend their home turf against Johnny Robles and Larry Gonzalez, plus up to 7 other bouts. Tickets start at just $40 and are available now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss action-packed MMA, presented by Northwest Fight Promotions, only at Legends Casino Hotel Saturday, November 18th. Get your tickets now.
Whether you celebrate mistletoe magic in a Cadillac XT5, festive gatherings in a Cadillac XT4, or reinventing traditions in a Cadillac XT6, this holiday season, Cadillac is celebrating you. Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on the 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Schools across the country are bracing for the potential impact of a nationwide milk carton shortage. This as a single supplier out of Lake Forest, Illinois, faces what it's calling higher than projected demand for its milk cartons. Now, schools and processors are looking for alternative solutions. It's an important part of school breakfasts and lunches, and it's required by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. But now there's a roadblock to providing milk to students in the way schools traditionally have. The problem isn't the milk itself, but its packaging.
There is one industry supplier of half-pint milk cartons. So those are those little cardboard milk cartons that we're all used to seeing on lunch trays across the country. They're experiencing a shortage with their card stock.
This doesn't mean students will be going without milk. Matt Herrick with the International Dairy Foods Association says processors are working with schools to offer other products.
They're offering milk in gallons, they're offering milk in half gallons, or in some cases they're offering milk in containers that can be put in milk dispensers at the schools and dispensed in a cup.
With the knowledge that their supply may run out, school districts are planning ahead. Walla Walla Public Schools says it's actively working with other suppliers to continue to provide milk for its students. But if this can't be done, the school district says it will transition to shelf-stable milk at breakfast. The Pasco School District provided Apple Valley News Now with a statement saying, "We are aware of the cardboard shortage. We've been in touch with OSPI, and they are also aware as this is a widespread issue. Our distributor is working with us as the situation evolves. For instance, we will not have chocolate milk this week, but will have white milk." The Kennewick School District says it anticipates running out of its current milk supply by midweek. However, it has received a waiver from the USDA in order to provide water or juice for their meals instead of milk. The supply shortage is expected to resolve in the new year. Now, this cardstock supply issue is not just affecting schools, hospitals, nursing homes, and prisons. All use these half-pint milk cartons, so they will be facing a similar issue of having to find alternatives. Concerns over possible lead contamination have led to two companies to recall cinnamon applesauce pouches. The recalls are taking place at stores that are not in Washington state. However, recall of another product, Wanabana apple cinnamon fruit puree pouches, happened last month. That product was sold by Amazon and Dollar Tree, both of which are accessible in the Northwest. According to the FDA, 7 possible lead exposure cases have turned up in 5 states: Arkansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Missouri, and North Carolina. The FDA says toddlers and young children who may have consumed the recalled pouches should get a blood test from a doctor to check for elevated lead levels. Well, this year, a lot more people have the opportunity to get health insurance through the open marketplace in Washington. Alyssa, you spoke with one of the navigators there to help people who might be signing up for the very first time.
Yeah, as we discussed a few minutes ago, immigration status no longer a barrier to getting health insurance coverage in Washington. Now, while the health insurance exchanges and open enrollment as an idea have been around for years now, if you are signing up for the first time or even just looking for a better deal on your health insurance, it can all be pretty overwhelming. So Tri-Cities Community Health has navigators available to help you find the best option.
It's a completely free service, free of cost. My navigators have been with the health plan, with the Washington Health Plan Finder since the very first open enrollment. So really, they are the experts. They should come in and know, what is their health status? Like, how often are you visiting the doctor? How many prescriptions are you, regularly taking? Depending on one's health needs, like, say for example, you don't visit the doctor often, then maybe we can consider getting, looking at a plan that maybe the deductible is, a little bit higher, but that means that you're seeing a lower premium monthly.
Now, you do still have some time to think about it. Open enrollment is open until January 15th of next year. But if you want health insurance coverage that starts on New Year's Day, you have to sign up before December 15th. So I have the links to all of this information and where you can go to get in contact with those navigators over on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Thanks, Alyssa.
The personal information of U.S. military service members is for sale online. That according to a new study published today by Duke University. It found that data on thousands of active duty personnel can be bought online from data brokers for as little as 12 cents per military member. Researchers could shop for data based on a service member geolocation, and that included whether the service member works or lives near sensitive military locations. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden called the study, quote, a sobering wake-up call for policymakers that the data broker industry is out of control and poses a serious threat to U.S. national security, end quote. Coming up, you can learn from the lifestyle guru herself the opportunity to stay with Martha Stewart for less than $12. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
If you need workers' compensation because you were injured at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Eminent Roofing presents the 4th annual Thanksgiving Roof Giveaway. Last year, Virginia Chavez won. Could it be you this year? To enter, nominate yourself or a friend at applevalleyNewsNow.com. The Thanksgiving Roof Giveaway from Eminent Roofing and Apple Valley News Now.
It's not what you park in your driveway that makes it home. At McCurley, we understand that. And that's why we go beyond the transaction to provide a complete ownership experience. Because it's the people, the experiences, and the memories awaiting you that make it home. And your vehicle is how you get there.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now seeing patients at Prosser Orthopedic Center, providing sports medicine and orthopedic care. His services include arthroscopic surgery, sports injuries treatment, shoulder instability, rotator cuff and replacement surgery, knee reconstruction, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Higgs, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. And during the Veterans Day sale at Furniture Row, you'll find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, dining groups, bedrooms and kids' beds, and mattresses. Plus, decorating your home just got easier with 4 years, no interest. And to salute our armed forces, all veterans and active duty military get a special in-store offer. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Veterans Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Are you smoking a turkey this Thanksgiving? Now is the time to visit Ranch & Home, your barbecue headquarters. Ranch & Home has a wide variety of smokers in different styles and sizes, with the biggest selection in the area. Ranch & Home also has you covered with accessories, spices, and rubs, just in time for the big day. Don't forget, gift cards are always available. When you think barbecues and smokers, think Ranch & Home.
You're needed, wanted, we have it stored. Ranch & Home.
If you need Social Security disability because you are unable to work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411. Bothwell and Hamill. There's no fee unless you win.
Welcome back. A growing number of Americans are working multiple jobs. That's according to the October jobs report from the Labor Department. Patrick Cornell has what experts say is behind the federal data and who is leading that trend.
Juggling multiple gigs. The latest jobs report from the Labor Department shows nearly 8.4 million people had multiple jobs in October. That's the highest number since the start of the pandemic. And women appear to be leading that trend. The federal data shows nearly 6% of women worked multiple jobs in October. That's compared to 4.7% of men.
Our cost of living has almost tripled since 2020.
Experts say people may be taking on additional jobs to offset high inflation, which has been easing but is still painfully high for some households. Nonprofits like the United Way say inflation is outpacing wage growth, and that's making it harder for them to help families.
Wages do not reflect how important they are to everyday living.
Remote work is also offering more flexibility and opportunities for workers to manage several jobs from home. And there's also fear that layoffs could have people looking for supplemental jobs, but one economist says layoffs are actually historically low right now.
Companies are reluctant to lose their workers, and they're willing to negotiate even higher salaries to keep them.
U.S. employers added only 150,000 jobs last month. That's the smallest gain since June, signaling the economy is slowing and signaling that the Federal Reserve's action to tame inflation may be working.
The question is, how quickly is it working? We're still far from the 2% target, but inflation has come down quite a bit.
You can learn the graces of being the perfect host from style maven Martha Stewart. Booking.com has listed Martha Stewart's farm guest house for a one-night pre-Thanksgiving stay. The 1,800 square foot space in Bedford, New York rents on November 18th for $11.23, the same numbers as the date of Thanksgiving. Guests get a guided tour of the property, instruction on wreath making and table setting, along with a catered brunch with Stewart. The booking window opens November 16th at 9 a.m. That sounds like a good time.
So worth it.
Yeah, $11.
An overnighter with Martha.
That'd be amazing. I'm sure it's beautifully decorated.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the weather, Stacey.
Let's see. Let's plan your day getting out the door. Again, we'll see those showers, but they'll start to taper off by about midday. Tri-Cities. Those rain showers are going to last a little bit longer in the Walla Walla area, a little later in the afternoon. Yakima, hit or miss in the morning. Looking good there as well. Let's take a look at our 7-day planning forecast. Tri-Cities and Yakima. Things are looking good. Our temperatures are on the warm-ish side. We'll start to see our next system move in Friday, more so towards Sunday, Monday, where the Cascades could see a wintry mix. Here, though, rain showers and when gusty winds and falling leaves. I saw leaves falling everywhere. There's going to be a lot of leaf raking this weekend, I think, around town.
I've been hearing the leaves outside.
Yes.
It's been so windy, and I just keep on hearing the leaves rattling on the ground.
They're starting to pile up.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. We are back tonight at 11.